TVs started changing channels on their own. My dad would wake up to knocks on his headboard at the same time every night. Sometimes the taps would randomly shut off. The footsteps continued in the hallway. This house was originally owned by my grandparents, and when my mom all died, she left it to us. We also owned a trailer just 2 houses down. The house ended up getting some substantial water damage in the back half due to runoff from the hillside behind us. We weren't very well off, and my parents couldn't really afford to fix the damage, so my parents decided to move back into the trailer. During this time, the house sat mostly empty for a while. We still had some belongings there, and to help ensure that no one broke in to squat or something, we fenced in the front porch as a kennel of sorts and left our dogs there. One night, I went to the house to feed the dog, but on this particular night, as I walked past the hallway, I heard those dreaded footsteps. I turned to look, and there it stood, watching me. The shadow creature, exactly as I had imagined it in my book. A tall, pitch-black figure with no notable features aside from its long arms and fingers. I stopped cold in my tracks before my fight or flight had a chance to kick in, and I slung dog food all over the place before running out the door. Sadly, my dog did not get fed that night, and I refused to go back alone after finally seeing this thing in its physical form. We ended up selling the house to my dad's best friend, and they put a lot of work into fixing it up. It truly is a beautiful little home now. But even they, all these years later, have all had their own experiences with my shadow creature. I'm 26 now, and to this day, every nightmare I've had takes place in that house, which I find sad because I have so many wonderful memories there with my mama. I told my dad I think I accidentally invited that thing in my story, and how I wondered if things would have been different had I finished writing it. All he really ever said was, maybe I had been too creative as a child. Do you believe in manifestation?